All right. Oh yeah, I did hit it. Okay, we are back. Welcome to the Dirty Bird Nation Report, the unofficial official podcast of Falcons Twitter. It's your girl Lethal here. Breeze may show up. Y'all already know what it is. Josh is hiding. I don't know why he's hiding. I should put that video up of him stressed out when the 49ers got Lance, but I'll do that later. Today, we are joined by Reggie. Reggie's back. He's out of his Falcons hate train. He's back on here. He was like really pissed off about, the Falcons falconing. But he's back with us today. And we have Eric from the Falcoholic here. Y'all already know who he is. He's been rocking with us for most of the off season. And then we had these other people come on, and now he's back. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I'm straight. It's Monday. It's Monday night.
It is Monday night.
Close to my bedtime, to be honest with you. But
it's close to everybody's bedtime. We all gotta go to work tomorrow.
well,
Shit.
Who starts the show at 10 o'clock at night?
Okay, first of all, that's all Bree's fault. All right.
The one that ain't here?
Yeah, the one that ain't here. It's all his fault. It's all his fault. And he's probably gonna pop up in here for like 2 seconds and then leave. Watch. Because that's what he be doing when he don't be telling us if he's coming on or not. So we're here today. We are gathered here today to discuss the draft that we just had. All the draft picks that we just had. Okay. Let's start with the one everyone cares about.
It's a reach. It's a reach.
Okay. Most of y'all cared about. Okay. The pick that every one of y'all were arguing about every single day since our season ended. Pick number 4. Okay. Kyle Pitts. We got Kyle Pitts. The happiest person on this show was Josh.
The one that you can't see right now.
Yeah. Like, wow.
I told y'all why y'all can't see me.
It should have been Matt. It should have been Matt Jones. It's a reach, man. They let a franchise quarterback go to New England.
But no, I had different reasons for why I was happy that it was Kyle Pitts.
We know.
Yeah, you didn't want Justin Fields.
We know.
Whoa, don't say it like that.
No, you didn't want
Don't say it
Justin
like
Fields.
that.
Let's just be honest. You didn't want Justin Fields.
I just felt like we had better needs elsewhere.
You don't want Justin Fields. At tight end?
Huh?
At tight end?
I didn't agree with that, but it's better than the QB pick.
Justin Fields? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't like Justin Fields, bro. Let's be honest. Let's put that out.
That's it. Eric, you gotta see on the Twitter. I posted his as soon as the 49ers said Trey Lance. I posted his reaction from right there.
I saw it. I saw his greasy face. You couldn't deny that.
It was the food that I was eating. It wasn't a reaction.
That was Vaseline. That was Vaseline, bro. Stop. That was Vaseline. That's what that was.
I got one here, man.
In all seriousness, though, that Kyle Pitts selection was a logical one, to be quite honest with you. I mean, for months, I was saying on Twitter that I never really felt they needed to go quarterback. If they wanted to rock with Matt Ryan for a couple of years, I was cool with it. I always just wanted them to have a solid plan in place at quarterback. And I felt that with the new tenure, with the new regime, new head coach, new GM, in most cases, those guys go and get their flag bearer at quarterback fairly early, whether it's the first year or the second year. And I felt like they were in a position where they had a prime opportunity to get one. They didn't. They passed up on one. Fine, cool. And they end up getting who some teams thought was the best player in the draft overall. Highest rated tight end ever drafted, 4th overall. He's a freaking nature, man. This kid is 6'6", 240, and ran a 4.4, and it should have been a 4.3, but he didn't run in a straight line. He couldn't run in a straight line for some reason. I don't know why. But if he did, it would have been a 4.3, which is insane for a tight end. And I think just his presence on the field is going to open up so much. Like, he doesn't even have to catch a pass, to be quite honest with you. Just putting him out there in pads is going to create one-on-ones for Julio, one-on-ones for Ridley, one-on-ones for Hurst, who also runs a 4-4. Hell, Russell Gage is going to have some one-on-ones against a middle linebacker. Cordero Patterson is going to have some one-on-ones with some slow safety. Mike Davis is going to have a ton of run lanes, all because of Kyle Pitts is out there on the field. So arguably the best pick of the draft, and I think that the offense is really going to benefit from it this year.
Reggie, what you think about the pick? Who did you want first, and then what did you think about us getting Pitts?
Glad you asked. I want somebody from UGA, man. I'm just kidding. Nah, it was a good pick though. Like Eric said, man, the kid's gonna command a lot of attention, man, and it's gonna benefit the whole offense. So, yeah, I mean, at first I thought, when I seen Justin slide, I was like, oh, could this be it? I thought we was going quarterback, but from what we talked about, honestly, the quarterback I really wanted, we wasn't gonna get, which was Trevor. So, I was like, hey, it is what it is. But I'm definitely happy with the Kyle Pitts pick.
Josh.
I mean, like I said, my preference was defense. So I wanted Pat Surtain, but like Eric said, we went with the best available player at the time, which is Kyle Pitts, and like you said, his presence alone it should do wonders with this offense. Taking into account with the mind that Arthur Smith has and how he loves his tight ends, like this offense should just cause havoc on any type of defense we face. Right. But I mean it works out. Just now we just have to pray that we get the right pieces in the trenches to block for them to do stuff, right. And just everybody in general on the offense to stay healthy.
Whether you wanted a quarterback or not, it's kind of hard to be upset at a pick like that, man. Like
exactly,
it's like there's no one like him. That you can't say we'll draft another Kyle Pitts next year. It's this. There's analysts who already say that Kyle Pitts is a top 5 tight end in the league right now. He hasn't even already. That's because there's no tight ends in the league that are like him. Like, he's really unique. So it's hard to be upset at a pick like that, man. He's going to do a lot. So, and the kid's only 20.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Ain't even hit an NFL weight room yet. Wait till he gets 22, 23, 24, gets developed, throw some weights up, get used to the NFL. Oh my God. It's going to be nuts. And I can't wait for him to do some damage to the Saints defense just because Cam Jordan likes to run his mouth. So,
exactly.
Oh yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. We're about to get into that. I brought it up. We're about to get into that. But honestly, like, my reaction was so dead because that's all we knew what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a surprise about us getting him because every day since it was just like, we're getting Kyle Pitts. We're getting Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is coming to Atlanta. Like, damn, can we be surprised?
No, but it wasn't indefinite though.
It wasn't. It really did come down to a quarterback and Kyle Pitts.
Exactly, yeah.
It was. Like, it wasn't for sure like they're going to take Kyle Pitts. Like, they really did discuss this over, and I'm pretty sure they were waiting to the last minute to get some trade calls, and nothing popped off, which I don't blame them. You're trading from 4.
Right. Wow.
So if you're going to come with a trade offer, it better be worthy enough for me to move. It better be at least 2 firsts and a day 2 pick that year. Like, just for us to have a conversation. If we're not even going to discuss that, you can get off my phone. We're not even talking. So, yeah. But it was going to come down to those 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he's here. I just hope we don't waste him. I know it's a new regime, and I just have to get that in my head, but I have PTSD of us wasting talent. You know what I'm saying?
Dirk's not even.
I know it hasn't just it's not in my head fully yet. You feel me?
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what we had, 6 years of Quinn, so it's
Yeah.
it's like he really.
Like he fucked my brain up. You know what I'm saying? Like psychologically, I'm fucked up in the head about a lot of things. But when it comes to the Falcons, it's just like I just can't. I gotta wait. Okay.
Right.
Now speaking of motherfuckers that are fucked up in the head, Cam Jordan, bitch ass, is gonna say some very suspect shit. I was about to say some other shit, but I stopped myself. Because y'all are not going to cancel me, motherfuckers. Okay. He said that Kyle Pitts is a little light in the ass to be a tight end. And my question to Cam Jordan is, how do you know this information?
You gonna come
waist size.
You gonna cover him?
How do you know?
Cam Jordan, you gonna cover him? Why are you worried about blocking him anyway?
But how does he know his ass is tight? That's what I want to know.
That was just a reference. You know, he's just basically saying he light weight wise.
He just lightweight.
Yeah.
But still, 6'6", but see, here's the thing: 6'6", 240 is for a guy that's never even lifted a weight at the NFL level. Like that's still pretty good size.
Exactly. That's a monstrous size.
So just wait. By the time his rookie year is over, he's probably gonna be 250, maybe 255 at the most. Come on, man. This dude is bigger than like 9 or 10 defenders on the Saints defense, and you worried about blocking him. All right, whatever. He's a receiving tight end, bro.
Exactly.
What you need to worry about is putting Demario Davis on him in the slot, or having little PJ Williams out there trying to cover him. That's what you need to worry about. Don't worry about trying to block him, because then you're gonna be worried.
Yeah.
You light in the ass, bro. Come on out there and cover him then, if that's what you're worried about.
Man, I
that man is
about
all
Tampa
top.
Bay. That's what they need to be worried about. Tampa
Popping off at the mouth, bro. When you worried about the wrong stuff, dude.
Yeah,
the wrong stuff.
Like
use that anger on Tampa Bay, man. They the one that bounced you out for the 4th time in a row.
Right. Talk all that stuff. Popped all that stuff about Caleb McGarry and got shut down his first game against the rookie right tackle. Come on, bro. Stop.
Yeah, that motherfucker need to be popped in the mouth. He needs to pull up to Atlanta and tweet something and have Josh tweet back and run him off like he did that other little small cornerback when he was running his mouth about being in Atlanta. Fuck Cam Jordan.
I don't know why news sources go to Cam Jordan whenever they talk about the Falcons anyway. Like, who cares? I don't care. Like, why are you asking? Why are you asking about his opinion about the Falcons pick? I don't care.
Right. Like, why does he even care? Why is he even paying attention?
Because he worried. That's why. He worried. He worried. He know that PJ Williams gonna be locked up 1-on-1 with him, and it's gonna be trouble. Because PJ Williams can't even cover me probably, if we being honest. PJ Williams can't cover nobody on the Falcons, dog. You guys do understand. I know we're going off subject a little bit, but he's actually making the transition to safety this year.
What?
So this comes after getting roasted by Ridley his rookie year. Then they were like, all right, you know what? We like your size against Julio. And that ain't work well. And now all of a sudden they're like, bro, we like you better on the back, like all the way back. Like, that's how you know you're not that great of a corner if you're bouncing around the secondary for 3 or 4 years. And now you got to worry about covering a 6'6", 240 tight end.
What happened with Jenkins?
I think, is Jenkins still there? Jenkins might still be there, I think. Or did they let him walk? They might have let him walk. I don't care about the Saints, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've been so focused about us more than them. So
I don't give a damn what they do. They still get ready to put out Taysom this year. That's all I need to know.
Exactly.
That shit gonna be funny to watch. They paid him all that goddamn money.
Yeah.
Oh, they said Jenkins got cut.
Yeah, Jenkins got. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Janoris? Oh, I thought you were talking about Malcolm. Yeah,
Yeah,
Janoris.
I know Janoris there. I'm talking Malcolm.
Yeah, I think Malcolm is still there. I know CJ. I know Garner Johnson is still there.
Garbage.
Yeah, like I said, I know they're trying
Boy,
to
that's who I
transition.
want right there, though, man.
But
Chauncey, boy, ooh,
Reggie,
boy, Chauncey been
oh my
asking
god,
for it,
man.
man. That's the dude I want right there, man. 'Cause, man,
He been popping since
Cam,
Florida.
Cam don't irk me as much as Chauncey. Yeah, you're right, Josh, man. That man just been talking too much, man, since collegiate days. So, yeah, I can't wait to see him get yeah, on the sidelines crying like he did a few years ago. Yeah,
That shit was funny as hell.
yeah.
Bruh. So we got a whole lot of defense and in the trenches picks this year, and then a wide receiver, whatever. Did any of the picks surprise you? Are there any picks you don't like, Eric?
I'm not gonna say I don't like them.
Not a fan of.
No, well, the only picks that I will look at and say I'm not a fan of. I mean, I understand the Jalen Mayfield pick in round 3, great value. Daniel Jeremiah of NFL Network had Jalen rated as like a top 25 player overall, so they got him at 68, which is insane value. I think he's probably going to transition over to left guard in year 1. I think he's better suited there because he has footwork issues. He has problem with length, but right now, he's an excellent run blocker. I think what you guys are going to see out of Mayfield, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets penalized a lot because he's blocking. No, because he's blocking after the whistle.
Oh, I saw that clip.
He's a finisher.
We need that.
That's what you want.
Yes.
In run game, that's what you want, those type of blockers, because defenders hate those guys. Somebody that play defense, I hate those type of blockers that continuously block after the play is done. You're sitting there like, bro, the play is over, and he's still doing his work. That is what that offense needs, and that's what I'm going to like about him. But I do think that there were better guards on the board then. With Drew Dahlman, with Drew Dahlman, Ben Cleveland is one. I do think Ben Cleveland would have been a much better pick than Jalen Mayfield, but we'll see. Drew Dahlman, the center in the 4th round, I can understand that pick. I do think he's a better run blocker as well than Matt Hennessy. He's another one of those guys that he's going to be blocking well after the whistle. Trust me, that is going to get under the skin of defenses. They're going to hate that, but it's going to help the run game. But there's really not a pick I don't like. There's really not a pick I'm not a fan of. They added 4 players in the trenches this year. I did like what they did in the late rounds. I think fans are really going to like Frank Darby. Frank Darby this man averaged 20 yards per catch in his career. His last season, 2019, he had 31 receptions, but he put up roughly 900 yards on 31 catches.
Jesus.
Big play threat. He's not a guy that has speed, but he can win 50-50 balls even at 6 feet, 200 pounds. He can win 50-50 balls. He is a big play waiting to happen. And trust me, in an offense where you already share the field with Julio, Ridley, Pitts, Mike Davis, Hayden Hurst, Russell Gage, he's going to have his fair share of plays. Russell Gage probably need to watch his back. I will say that.
Yeah. His issue is he got to stay healthy, man.
He's got to stay healthy.
We don't deny his talent. His talent is there. But it's just his health-wise. It's a question mark.
He's a one-trick pony, but in the offense with this many weapons, that's probably all you need from him.
Yeah.
That's probably all you need from him. So overall, like I said, there's really not any picks that I don't like. I really like what they did. They got playmakers, especially in the secondary. I love Richie Grant. I don't know if you guys really saw everything that I've said about Richie Grant for the past few months since January, but Richie, you guys are going to love Richie Grant as well. That guy is a walking playmaker. Saw it at the Senior Bowl. He was the best defender on the field at the Senior Bowl, in my opinion. And he was the best safety in the draft, in my opinion. Not as athletic as Trayvon Moehrig, but when it comes to playmaking ability in the secondary, he has Moehrig beat in that case. And what I want you guys to understand as well, this is a Dean Pease defense. They're going to focus on attacking the quarterback. They're going to blitz. They're going to throw multiple things at a quarterback. So what you need on that back end are your ball skills, your playmakers on that back end, because now what you're going to see is more errant passes, more rush throws, batted passes at the line. So you need those Richie Grants, you need those Darren Halls who they're natural playmakers with the ball in the air. They're receivers that are dressed as defenders. That's what you're going to need. They didn't have that in Ricardo Allen. They didn't have that in Desmond Trufant. They didn't really have that in those type of guys over the years, but now they got it. So those guys are really going to be solid playmakers for this defense going forward.
That's gonna be nice. Dang, Josh, I can't believe he called you out like that, saying you don't have a natural instinct.
You caught that too.
You don't, bro. You don't. I mean, great coverage ability, man. You sticky coverage. I give you that. Great footwork, foot speed, but you can't catch to save your damn life. I tell you that.
The shade, all the shade. Reggie, did you like or not like anyone, or wanted someone else maybe for us to pick up?
Yeah, I did, but I mean, overall, in all seriousness, man, you can ask for a better draft with all the cards that you had on the table from this team. As far as the cap situation, man, you have no complaints really out of me. The only thing I wish, and it's like I get on Eric about the UGA guys, but being Cleveland, man, I was like, yo.
Yeah,
this guy is I mean, granted, he might have not been high on their board, and I understand that, but I was like, man, this dude, this is the guy, and I thought, we're gonna get him, but unfortunately, they went elsewhere. But I mean, you know what? It's not a bad. This draft was pretty good to me. I love the trenches, so anything that deals with offensive line, defensive line, I'm good, and I'm glad they addressed it, because that just makes everything, like the players now, they have to have the head on the swivel, so to speak. Nobody's safe really. You have to go out there and really earn your keep on this team. So
yeah,
for them to just add depth to the O line and then the D line. Yeah, that's what I want, because that's all I ever ask. You cannot do anything without the trenches. You can't get, turnovers really if your defensive line is not creating consistent pressure. And, you can't have Matt doing what he wants to do if your offensive line is being pushed into his lap. So, I'm just excited, man. I'm just ready for camp to start, because, yeah, it's gonna be. I'm just excited, man.
Competition. I'm glad you did bring that up, Reggie. If there's one gripe that I did have, is that they waited to the 5th round to draft an edge rusher, I guess. And
Aziz is right there.
Aziz was there, but of course, Aziz, word on the street is Aziz has Ty Gurley knees. So that's why he was passed over. So I don't know. But Aziz was there. A ton of pass rushers were there. Even going into day 3, they passed over some guys. Jordan Smith out of UAB was one that I thought was a solid prospect. He was 6'7", 250, with plenty of length as well. But it's hard to overlook that, because now the team is in position to go into this year really relying on Dante Fowler. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't. I wanted to have that was the one position I wanted to see them double dip in this year. Like, I wanted to see them walk away with 2 solid edge rushers, but he's the lead guy. He's the lead horse in that department going into the season, and we'll see if that pays off. We'll see if he's able to actually do something, and we'll see how that helps the defense. But that's a definite concern going into training camp, going further into the offseason.
Yeah, dealing with Fowler's ass. who claimed injury and whatever else the fuck he was complaining about because we were talking shit about him. Thanks for joining us, Smitty. Before we get to Josh's thoughts, I fucking hate this culture word, and let me explain. Okay, nobody in the NFL has the same definition for the word culture. No, all of them, every analyst, sports reporter, and stuff, all of y'all's definition of culture is different. Even when it comes to the Falcons, even Falcons fans, the definition of culture is different, and it's getting on my fucking nerves. Can we all just have one solid definition of what culture means for the NFL? Because
There is
like
no definition. There's no solid definition. Every locker room is different.
No, but like the fucking, like, me and Josh well, Josh mostly, we're talking to this fucking dumbass Falcons fan, talking about how he ruined his family's happiness by pulling their season tickets because we didn't get a black quarterback. He didn't say black, but we knew he meant a black quarterback. Because the Smith and them don't know the culture of Atlanta.
Okay, when it comes to that, like, what is that I don't understand.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
That I don't understand. And there's
Like,
there's a particular I guess he want to call himself a journalist or a media person or whatever, who's been saying for months that the Falcons need to change the culture, and how they change the culture is by getting a new quarterback. And again, what has Matt done to the culture of the Falcons? Like, I don't understand. Like, what does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Matt is a white man who took over Vic's position.
Who cares? I don't care.
They care. Yeah. That's why they're still clamoring for a black quarterback.
But that's my thing. Like, I've said this plenty of times, even before the draft. Like, why does it have to be a black? This is not a race thing, man. If the quarterback can play, he can play. No matter, regardless of skin color. I know everybody want, half of the fan base. Not gonna say most, everybody. Right. Half of the fan base want that guy that can, like I even said a few days after the draft, a guy on 92.9 said he wanted a mobile quarterback. Wow. Okay, you want a mobile quarterback. That's good, but what else? I mean, you want a quarterback that can dissect the defense, see what he sees out there, and attack that defense. Yeah, the mobility is just an extra incentive. I don't care. I just want a baller at the quarterback position. Right. So, regardless of skin color.
If you want to change the culture because you want to get rid of some guys that, are always in trouble by the law, if you want to get rid of those type of guys out of a locker room, then okay, cool. We can change the culture there because you got a bunch of knuckleheads in there. Like, okay, right. I'm cool with that. But if you want to change the culture by making a transition from Matt Ryan to Justin Fields, that's not changing. Like, what is that changing? Who cares? I don't care if the cornerback is albino. If he can play, if he can win games, it don't matter. I don't care. He can be green as a leprechaun. If that boy out there throwing 300-something yards a game and they were winning games, it doesn't matter. So I don't understand why changing the culture pertains to changing the skin color at the most important position on the field. That makes no sense to me.
Exactly.
But honestly, it's mostly like barbershop talk because that's all I hear.
Oh yeah,
that's all I hear. Because even the prominent former Falcons player, John Abraham, he was getting his haircut one day, and all he just said was, "Oh, y'all need to pick up Cam because Cam from Atlanta." He didn't say because Cam good. Because Cam still got something left in the tank. He said, because Cam is from Atlanta, y'all need to sign him.
Yeah,
and once he said that,
games, man,
all my respect for him just went out the window.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I know Reggie and Josh hear this enough from me. I don't care if you're from Atlanta. I don't care if you're from the University of Georgia. If you can play ball, you can play ball. Now, I don't want to have a roster full of Georgia players simply because you're that loyal to the University of Georgia.
And you know what? And honestly, I agree with that.
Right.
My issue.
I ain't trying to have Joe Cox out there on the field because you love Joe Cox.
No,
look at my Joe Cox team. He was one of
No.
the worst quarterbacks I ever seen in my life.
No.
In Georgia.
See, we ain't vouching for that. We
Right.
like honestly, and you know, you've seen a few of my tweets and
Yeah.
some of it was trolling, but honestly, when I speak mostly, like I said, I'm a trenches guy.
Yeah.
And I know we have some good quality offensive linemen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now next year we're gonna have a good defensive lineman that's gonna come out too. We'll get
Ben
to that
Cleveland
later.
was definitely one of them this year.
But you know, and
Yep.
you know, and even on the D, you know, Z's, man. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna say go out there and go get Jake Fromm, no offense, but you know, or you know, some other guys. You know, I just, you know, I really, when I speak, I'm speaking actually. Oh well, you know, we can use this position or
Right.
a need. So
Right.
I'm not just going out there like the other folks saying, "Oh man, we need to draft everybody on this team."
Right.
Nah, I'm not saying that. And I get, and I, you know, I like to pick, you know, pick at you a little bit.
Now, you know,
So
if
it's-
they didn't go to Kyle Pitts route this year, I would have been fine with Trey McKitty. I think Trey McKitty is a really solid prospect. I think he has a future. He just didn't have enough reps at Florida State or Georgia in order to prove himself. And I think Cleveland would have been a hell of a pick because I think Cleveland's a great athlete for a guy that's 330 plus. But when it comes, going back to Lethal's question, when it comes to this whole culture thing, like I get her point of view because what really is culture?
Thank you.
There's really no definition to it because each locker room is different.
But you know, our culture is basically like, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, each locker room is different.
Yeah. And I was just basically piggybacking off you. You know, it's just specifically Atlanta fan base. Like Josh said, man, it's all about black or white. You know, you know they want, and I'm like, God, why does it matter? It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know,
that's like Gucci coming out saying they want Dwayne Haskins because he's a black quarterback, bro.
Yeah, it's an Migos kid, whoever that is. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, yeah, just because you played football on the high school level, this is different, man. You know, the tempo is way different than what you expect it to be. So, you know, you just want somebody to go out there and run 20, 30 yards down the field and in a loss. And then y'all going to sit here and be like, well, why we can't win games? Like, you know why? Because your quarterback is not doing what he needs to do. So, you know, stop. For those who keep saying that, you know, stop. You have to, you know, basically get a quarterback that knows how to attack the defense the proper way. You know, the mobility is an extra incentive. That's all well and good, but I want a guy that give me wins or wins.
If you everything that you hear, Lethal, like that's not culture. All right, having a black quarterback or having a bunch of players from the city of Atlanta, like that's not a culture.
Yeah, and then 92-point trash and them, they be talking about culture sometimes too. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know. You're not even from here.
Culture. That's not culture.
What are you talking about?
That's not culture. You want a locker room full of guys that play football in Atlanta. That ain't no culture, dude. You just loyal to a city, and that's all you really know. And that's all you really think can win in this league. And it's not the case. So,
yeah, they get on my nerves. Josh, you got any thoughts about the draft picks besides Aziz? I know. So if you were on the long ass fucking live stream that we did, Josh was like praying that nobody got Aziz so we could pick him up. And I know you're pretty disappointed about that. So what are your thoughts?
No, I mean, I'm pretty Terry. He addressed some of these. The kid from Notre Dame. I mean, he's not Aziz, but he's still a pretty decent player. Just overall from Pitts to the kid from Arizona State, it was a solid draft. Like I said, the trenches. We got another ex-player, not ex-player, but like explosive player to add to Julio and really and with the rest of the offense. So I'm pretty excited. I love the Grant pick too because like I said, Eric, he's been calling him to Atlanta since the Senior Bowl.
I just want a ball hawk back there. That's all I want.
One more thing about the Richie Grant, man, and those highlights. I think you showed the guy can tackle. Like his form is pretty good.
He can.
I'm like, at full speed. I'm like,
he can.
that's what we need too. Like sure tacklers, not all these whippings, man.
Exactly.
The big question, the big thing that stands out about Richie that I want him to fix at the next level. Now he does every now and then he'll take a questionable angle, and it'll lead to a big play. But that's something you kind of sort of have to put up with based on the fact that he'll give that play up, but then he'll make like 3 other plays in a game that can flip a game.
Right.
Okay.
Go back and look at a lot of his turnovers. A lot of his turnovers came in the red zone.
Oh God.
A lot of his turnovers came in the red zone where
that's where the instincts come in at.
Exactly. A lot of his turnovers came when he's sitting in center field and he's prowling and he just hops on the pass. That's where his turnovers come into play. So like I said, he may give up that one big play where it's like, what are you looking at, Richie? But then the next drive, he'll come back and he'll force a fumble inside the 20 or something like that. And you're like, all right, I can deal with that.
Yeah. Was Breeze sick? Yeah, Breeze was a little hurt about us not getting Fields. Ain't even gonna lie. I mean, as soon as they said Lance, we had Josh devastated, and we had Breeze run and get his hat.
So was Breeze one of those people that was like, if they don't take a quarterback, then the draft is ruined? Like, was he one of those?
Nah.
Breeze was best player available.
Yeah,
the whole time.
I mean, it depends. I can see why someone would say Fields, but I mean, again, there were a number of teams in the league that had Kyle Pitts as the best player overall. Like, I'm talking about ranked higher than Trevor Lawrence.
Damn. Yeah, Breeze, he never was like Fields high. He was always best player available. I just think he was just hella excited at the possibility of Fields.
Getting
Fields coming, but he was always best player available. And of course, rubbing it in Josh's face would have been hilarious. But
I would have loved too. Shit.
Well, what is up with you and Fields, man? Like, I don't get it.
Man, it's the clip against after we boat raced South Carolina, and he was walking out the field. Like I said, he was like, I didn't come here to hand off the damn ball. Like, dude, like, why are you bringing that attitude here?
Because he didn't come here to do that. Shit.
I mean, you don't want him. Wait, you don't want to go.
No. Wait. No, before my comment get misconstrued. No, one, you're a true freshman. You haven't done anything yet. So, granted, you have this bottle of talent within you, but yet you still haven't done anything yet. So you can't just come here talking like you just the man on the campus. Like, come on, man. Like,
I mean,
but
no,
it's
no. I mean,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's a totem pole in sports. Well, on teams, it's like if you're a freshman coming to a high school and you just talking crazy to seniors who already been there and done it and put up numbers, but yeah, you just come here talking crazy. Like, who are you?
Justin Fields.
5 stars.
I know why.
Every 5 stars.
I know why he did
it though. In college football.
And I know why he did it though, honestly. And like I said, even when he was here, I know we're getting off subject, but I know the reason why, because he was trying to get out in this draft. You know, if he stayed with Georgia, he wasn't gonna do 4 years. He was gonna do his 3 years.
And he was about
so that's why he was trying to start that year he came in. And of course they said, you're gonna have to wait because we fresh off a natty appearance, and Jake Fromm has done nothing wrong to lose his job yet. So, I get it, but at the same time, yeah. But he took it up there to Chicago with him too, that press conference.
Right.
Chicago,
and that's the thing too, is like, dude, you were going to play. You're Justin Fields at Georgia. You just could have had one great year and you was gonna go top. You still was gonna go away, at least top 11. That's it. Just wait patiently and just show out. That's all.
He didn't want to go to
Whatever.
22 NFL draft. He was trying to get out of 2021. That's what it was, man. But yeah, like you said, you got to be patient. But hey, best of luck to him because he's a first round pick.
You got to put yourself in the shoes of a 5-star quarterback like Justin Fields. All right?
Yeah.
You was told all along as you was getting recruited.
Nope.
You the future.
Nope.
Come on now.
No, because
you were
also
told,
audio,
hold
what
on,
he's saying.
Hold on. You were told the entire time as you was being recruited, you're the future. This is going to be your squad. This is going to be your team. All right, cool. You come in as a freshman. You don't really see the field much unless it's mop-up duty. When you do see the field, it's in the SEC title game playing punt coverage.
I didn't agree with that either.
Both sides have faults in my opinion, because first of all, as Justin Fields, you should have realized this system doesn't fit me.
Thank you. Not at the time.
Not at the time. That system doesn't fit me. Now, granted, you probably wanted to go to Georgia because of everything else outside of the system. You love the locker room, you love the coaching staff, you love the atmosphere that the fans create. I get it. But you should have thought a lot more logical than that, because let's be honest. Ohio State should have been his team. That should have been his school from the jump. That system fits what he brings to the table.
I agree.
So, but go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and that's all that I'm saying. Like, one, the system that we had in place at the time, it wasn't a fit for you. We weren't trying to air it out. We still grind a pound Georgia. Right. Now we're still trying to we're turning the corner and trying to like match the modern day collegiate football offenses now. So, but at the time when he came to Georgia, it wasn't a perfect match. So at the same time, it's like, you can't come here and then complain, dude. Like, and then on top of that, Justin said himself, Kirby did not promise him playing time. He said that.
Or was that what he was forced to say?
Oh my God. They don't force these kids to say anything.
But
so Kirby never promised him, like, bro, we're gonna create a package for you. We're gonna find ways to get you on the field, even as a true freshman.
They were doing that.
We gonna get you all the white snow bunnies your heart desires.
I got to be honest. If I'm a 5-star recruit and I'm being recruited that hard by Georgia, and I don't really see the field until the SEC title game, and you want me to play a decoy on punt coverage or whatever, I'll be mad too, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But at the same time, but at the same time, he should also be mad at himself for putting himself in a situation like that. You commit to a school. Granted, nothing against Georgia. Georgia's an elite program. But you put yourself in a situation where you know your traits, you know what you're strong at, and you're going to an offense that really doesn't fit you. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
He probably shouldn't have committed to Georgia in the first place.
And I agree. And that's why I said, too, his father should be like, just, you know what? Them boys just played in the national title game. You going there right now and trying to start, it's highly unlikely.
Didn't he commit to Penn State?
Penn State decommitted, and then he said, I'm going to Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, that fit him a lot better. But I'm pretty sure he didn't want to stay there because of what was going on at Penn State.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I understand.
But all I'm saying is he had better options instead of coming to Georgia and then complaining why he was at Georgia. That's all.
Whatever. Georgia Tech. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Paul Johnson.
He still wouldn't have Charles, whoever was at Georgia Tech. So.
That wasn't a fit either. You wasn't going to throw, bro.
They had Paul Johnson at the time.
They was going to just triple option all the way up and down.
You're going to throw 8 times a game, and then when it's time for you to go to the combine, they're going to ask you to play receiver.
Yeah.
Nah. JT Daniels is a future Falcon. Is that the white boy from UNC?
Oh, man.
I'm not saying all that. Heck, I don't even know JT cut out for the NFL.
Come on, man. we ain't about to do this again.
Wait, who's JT Daniels?
George Pickens season. I just curious. Let me stop.
Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here.
He's Georgia's current quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
Look what y'all did to Eric.
I don't even know if JT is even cut out for the NFL.
Well, speaking of bad quarterbacks,
Man, you know what? I just want Terry Fontenot to draft one damn Georgia player so y'all can shut up. I'm tired of it.
Not just one.
Just
It has
take
to
one.
be no.
No, just take one in the first round. Just take
Tickets
one in the
coming out
first
next year.
Just throw him a bone, bro. Please, just take one in the first round. I know, even though next year you probably got Julio and Ridley and Pitt, just take George Pickens so they can shut up and just let it be, bro. Please.
dog. Falcon, Terry, Arthur, please. Eric said, I'll translate. Eric said to please draft a Georgia player so these Georgia fans can shut the fuck up.
Every year, man. God, dog.
They always.
That's why I hate when Georgia has elite prospects coming up. Because, like, oh my God.
But you can't deny that Stokes or like Campbell or like LeCount, they wouldn't have been decent picks for our defense.
Campbell, no. I think Stokes would have been a better fit for this defense. And I think the thing with Eric Stokes was a really good prospect, and he tested very well. But I didn't see that speed on tape. So that's why I'm wondering, like, was that 4.3 speed? Was that just he was hyped that day and he hit it because he was feeling right? Because again, I didn't see that 4.3 speed on tape. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So that was the question there. But again, man, Georgia has great prospects. Malik Herring was another prospect that I was pretty much interested in that I felt like on late. I mean, I know he had a ACL injury, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Late day 3, you take a guy. He's what 270, 280 right now.
Yeah, he got to lose some weight.
But well, no, I would have liked putting on another 15 pounds and making him a 5-tech defensive end. He's really not gonna play this year. Let him rehab the knee, but let him also put some weight on.
Yeah,
that's just me. That's just my thinking. I just watching him on tape, like I feel like he's probably better as a defensive end. But we're getting off track a little bit.
It's all good. All right, no more future and next year quarterbacks. Keep that out of the comments. Save that shit for next year. You know how fucking tired I am of talking about draft.
We ain't taking Washington in a couple years either. So stop with that at tight end.
Wait. Don't be too hasty. Okay.
No.
Lord Jesus.
Hey, picture now. Washington and Pitt.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, man. Who guarding that?
No, I was thinking either George or Pitts or Jermaine or Pitts. Either one.
Here they go.
I'm done.
You know what?
I'm done.
Okay. I gotta drive the boat. Speaking of players, good or bad, we got a lot of free agency picks. And the 2 picks that stood out to everybody the most were the 2 quarterbacks that we signed. Felipe, what's the fucking name?
That pick didn't stand out to me. That was one of the worst ones.
I'm talking about stand out to like everybody. Everybody was focused on these 2. Whatever is it, Felipe and AJ. What's his name? AJ.
He should have bought me in as an undrafted free agent and quarterback over Felipe. No, man, I don't get it. He's tall. That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, pretty much. The guy's spotty.
Spotty at best. Spotty. Not the best decision maker.
Mm-mm.
Throws are he can put velocity on the throws, but he's just inconsistent in that department. Footwork needs some help. Mechanics need some help. I don't get it.
And if he just and Arthur makes him into something good, that man deserves Coach of the Year. But I don't see it though.
I don't get it. He's 6'6". I give it to him. That's about it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, maybe they were like, "Hey, who will be a quarterback for us for some wings, a peach drink, and some crispy fries.
It ain't gonna be Felipe. I tell you
Well, that's what happened.
Hell,
Pretty
I'll
much.
go,
That's
man.
what I think happened.
Man, I'll run Wildcat with Gage before I do that.
Exactly.
The whole game,
Right.
4 quarters.
Right.
Gage, you ain't coming out, bro. We run a Wildcat all game. Nope.
All game. In your expert opinion, Eric, why the fuck did we get AJ?
Do y'all realize what the quarterback free agency market looks like?
I'm just saying, like, out of all the
ugly.
people
It was ugly.
in the world.
I'll be honest with you. AJ might have been one of the best options. It was ugly.
Oh my God.
It was that ugly.
Blake Bortles might have been the next best quarterback on the free
Oh,
agency market
shit.
right now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
AJ might have been the best route. Listen, I'm just being honest. That's also why I thought that they were going to take a quarterback early, because the veteran free agency market was atrocious. Blake was out there. Robert Griffin III was out there. Trying to think who else was out there. It wasn't good. It wasn't anything to pick from, to be quite honest with you. And AJ might have been that was the one signing where I was like, okay, all right, I'll deal with that. It's not the greatest one, but I'll deal with that.
You're like, I guess.
I guess. Right. I guess.
You gotta get some friends, man.
Who else? Let me take a look. Who else was out there? Jeff Driscoll, Matt Barkley, 42-year-old Josh McCown, Blaine Gabbert, Brian Hoyer, Nick Mullins, Joe Webb. Y'all want to keep going?
Hoyer is better than
Joe Webb, but Joe Webb still playing. God,
Joe Webb 35. Joe Webb is old as Matt. Y'all want to bring him in? Look, my thing is, okay, I would have brought back Kurt before I re-signed, before I made Felipe undrafted free agent.
Right.
I would have re-signed Kurt. I would let Kurt be my QB3 in a situation like that.
Right. Okay, so the rumors are that they thought he was more focused on his gaming than football. Is that true? And anything you could tell us?
Yeah, I kind of heard the same thing too.
Oh wow.
Damn.
But the fan base loves Kurt. Like Kurt is one of the guys. Kurt's one of the guys. Like you come over and crack open a beer, let's watch a game, bro.
Right.
Kurt's one of the guys.
Wow.
And he loves the Falcons fan base, and he would love to come back. But yeah, I kind of heard the same thing too.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good at the game and things.
Oh, he was.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Dog.
But,
He was.
It's mad to have a side hustle in case football didn't work out. So
Right, that's the thing. It's a hobby.
I kind of don't blame him, but
Kyler Murray's in it. Kyler Murray just joined a professional gaming team. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Nah.
See, that's what it's.
Yeah,
I don't. And we just talked, I think, with Marcus a couple episodes ago, where it's like these guys have to have something else because they know football ain't gonna last. So they gotta have another outlet. So why do they keep blocking?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought that's where your education come into play, your degree, but I guess
well, these niggas ain't getting degrees, so
want to play Call of Duty all day.
Well, I mean, to that point,
good
Chad
money.
Johnson, he's even doing it. And he's like, that's paying his Chad Johnson. And he said that's paying his bills. I don't know how true that
you
is.
talking about Ocho Cinco?
Oh
Yeah,
gaming.
Gaming. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it
gaming
is.
pays a lot. Like if you're good and you get on those teams, they pay them a shit ton of money.
No. Yeah, but that's a focus I'd rather have when I'm done, like Chad, not when I'm playing. If I'm playing, if I'm active like Kyler Murray and I'm joining a professional gaming team, if I'm the Cardinals front office, I'm keeping
cut it out.
I don't know if I'm gonna tell them to cut it out, but I'm gonna keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, see
definitely.
What his
That's my starting quarterback.
He thought too many things. You got to pull him to the side and talk to him.
Like, bro, you studied this week? Like, nah, bro, I was playing the game last night. But damn, nigga, like, Like, that's when we're gonna have problems. Like it's just because those type of things, especially when you're playing that quarterback position, like that is an easy distraction. When you're consuming it, it's easy for a quarterback to say, "Coach, I know the playbook, we good," but there's you can know the playbook like the back of your hand, but I mean, you can still get picked off 4 times on Sunday because people staying up last night
playing games. Yeah, that makes sense for
for
the
Chad.
starters,
It's fine, yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for sure. What's his name? I am brain farting right now. I will get you on next week. Okay. Eb says stay still, Reggie. Is there anyone in free agency that stood out to anyone else besides probably the Rock's illegitimate child that we don't know about?
Javion Hawkins.
Yeah, he took. That's pretty much the one that really took out Hawkins, man.
Javion Hawkins,
right there.
I like him. That's a speed demon, a definite upgrade from Ito Smith. No offense to Ito Smith, but playmaking ability. 2020 last year, Javion Hawkins had 3 rushing touchdowns of 70 yards or more.
And then that's what, because I was telling somebody that it was a night game that Louisville played, and I was just at home, like just bored, and I just happened to see this guy just ripping them off. Like I was like, damn, who this kid?
Was that the Miami game?
What, I don't know.
He had a nice cutback. He had a nice touchdown against Miami, but he had to cut back against the grain a little bit. But
this guy, that's what made me like really start paying attention to him some more. You know, like I had to go back and watch some old games. Like,
he's small.
Yep.
He's 5'8", $180 something. He's small, but the kid has plenty of speed. He ran for 1,500 yards a couple years ago. And he almost had a 1,000-yard season last year. But yeah, I think he's definitely gonna make the roster.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I was real disappointed in us not getting one of the UNC backs. Y'all know I wanted one of them. Y'all.
Why?
Because first of all, they are good. They're big backs and they're good, and they can run. And they can run people over while they're running, and they can get the yards.
You just described like 40 or 50 running backs that was in the draft.
Shut the fuck up.
That's why running backs don't matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm biased, okay?
I see that. I felt that. I was trying to get you to go in that direction.
Oh, I'm not afraid to admit it, other than some people on this show. Trufant.
Yeah, bro.
Desmond Trufant over here.
Nah, you look like Richie now, dog. That's you.
Oh yes. So who brought that up?
Somebody random.
Here it is. It's him.
But I saw the picture. What's funny is so a few years back, I played semi-pro football for 2 seasons, and one of my ex-teammates was Richie's secondary coach for 2 years in high school. So I was already familiar with Richie for a minute, and I didn't even realize it until the other day on Twitter when the picture of Josh was side by side with Richie. I was like, damn, they do look alike. Like, wait a minute.
Who made that picture?
Jamel did right here.
Ain't no made that picture. Dude, you look like Richie Grant, bro.
No, I don't.
It's in the eyes.
And he has somewhat of a beard. We do not look alike.
How is it that Josh looks like 8 current NFL players?
Right.
But I used to get Sergio Kendall, like
Patrick Willis.
Yeah, Pat Willis,
Trufant, now Richie. Bro, how you look like a collection of players, bro? That's crazy.
Nah, you need to do fucking DNA tests with these people. Y'all gotta be related somehow. Like
that's nuts, bro.
You know,
you don't look like just one player. No, you look like multiple. A whole starting 11 almost, bro.
Brian Rackpo, like, come on, man.
Look, now to me, with this whole Richie thing, it's in the eyes. I don't see it really anywhere else but the eyes. And that's it for me. But
you do look like Brian Rackpo. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's a new one. I gotta look at that one. Hold on, bro.
Racism.
I gotta look at that one. That's a new one.
All right, we can end the show now.
Wait, hands down, man down. What?
Bruh. Bruh, you look like a rappo for real.
Yeah, racist, man.
I swear to God.
I ain't even do it.
Hey, man.
Oh, shit.
Why
Damn.
Right,
God,
it's
you
every
look
dark
like
skin
him.
player. It's racism.
First of all,
Josh,
That's
you, bro.
Hey, man, put the phone down.
Yeah, look,
Put the phone down.
that is, yeah, Josh, that's you, man. Ooh, you put a little more meat on your bones. That's
Come on now,
bruh.
Josh, that's you, bruh.
All right, we off topic.
That's a new one. I ain't even realized that one. Wow. Come on, man. Come on now.
It was because he was laying in the bed. I think his wife had just had the baby, and he was laying in the bed like he had a kid. And someone was like, "Is this you just had a kid?" I'm like, "This not even me." Like what are you talking about? Like,
Bro, that's you. That's a new one. I ain't even realized that. Damn. Oh, I'm gonna use that one like crazy now.
Dog, and do side by sides.
Oh no, I'm gonna get you now, bro.
Dog. Just ammo after ammo and after ammo.
Oh, I'm gonna get you now. All right, I'm about to put that together now. You better.
Josh can't get a break.
At all, man. Like I thought it was done down, but True Font got cut and he was left the team. But now,
no sir.
Man, you thought we was gonna stop that?
No
I
sir.
don't even know who started it. Was it me or Amber?
Oh, we about to run that back, bro.
Dog. He about to get him.
Yeah, I got you now, dog. Appreciate that.
So we had 5th year options. We already knew. I don't think anyone's surprised by these. Hurst being declined and Ridley's being picked up. Like,
yeah.
Anybody surprised?
I'm mildly surprised by Hurst.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that the drafting of Pitts would lead to that, because I felt like, of course, with Arthur Smith's background, that, you know, he's used to having 2, 3, 4 tight ends on the roster, 4 quality tight ends, or he's used to having overabundance at that position. So I felt like in this situation, I mean, he worked with Jonnu Smith and Anthony Ferguson at Tennessee, and he made those guys, you know, quality tight ends. So I feel like, you know, in this situation with Pitts and Hurst, he'll be able to do a few things with these two guys. I mean, they're both athletic and they're both run 4.4 and they're both matchup issues. But I guess this is the new regime looking at Hayden Hurst and saying you're not good enough. I guess. I mean, I'm a little surprised by that.
Did you see that Arthur Smith interview with those Tennessee players?
No.
That podcast thing.
No.
Did any of y'all see that?
No, I heard about it though.
What was that about?
They were just asking him like what it's like being a Falcon and how like they miss him and like he holds players accountable and they want to come to Atlanta with him. And I was gonna ask y'all if any of those guys were tight ends and maybe
I know
for one of them to come.
I know that they were possibly interested in Miko Pruitt, who was their tight end 3 last year, but of course he didn't come. I think he re-signed with Tennessee this offseason, but I haven't really heard or seen anything like that. But we'll see how Hurst does this year. I mean, this is definitely more incentive for him to ball out and have a great year. We'll see if that happens though.
I think I don't not think it will.
I mean, I think his touchdowns it's going to get divided up between, you know, everybody else and Pitts.
Oh, I don't think anybody's going to have double-digit touchdowns this year.
Oh no, I'm not counting on that either. But
Even
definitely-
Ridley, I Ridley might take a step back in touchdowns this year. To be honest with you,
Probably, especially if he keeps running stupid like he did last year. And no, I'm not letting that go. Y'all can leave me alone. I'm not letting it go. Shit.
well,
Fuck.
he got his 5th-year option and well deserved. He's definitely been a baller since day one.
Oh, look,
and I
no
think
fucking doubt about that.
there's no question. Now, I don't know what this says about Julio and his future. I know we don't want to see Julio go, but I will say this: I'm very confident that he's a Falcon in 2021. 2022, I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not certain about that. Not certain.
I'd just
Wow.
rather he retire than play for someone else.
Me too.
Well, just like Aaron said, I'm the agent of chaos.
So you just gonna come in
I
here.
see him playing before it's all said and done, though.
Fuck you, man.
You know, I mean, I said that on the last podcast I was on, man. I'm just saying, you know, it's gonna come a time, but you know,
It is.
I know your husband, but it's gonna come a time when all this after you're gonna have to address it. You know, you can't sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
You know. I would love for him to stay a Falcon, but you know, I see him playing with one more team before it's all said and done.
I felt like this year with the trade talks, and I think a lot of the talk was coming from those that are not even really looking at the Falcons or not even concentrating on the Falcons. But Julio had an injured year. He only played in 9 games last year. But if you look at his numbers, Julio was still having a Julio Jones type year. He was averaging 85 yards a game. In those 9 games played, he still had a little bit over 700 yards. So he was still productive. I think he still was well on his way to another 1,300-yard season. So, and plus, he had a hamstring injury in week 2. If you play football, if you're familiar with football, hamstring injuries can linger all year long.
Exactly.
All year long, especially when you're rushed. And I know we all felt like Julio was probably rushed back. He shouldn't have came back as early as he did. So I think because of who he is, he's Julio Jones. He's still an alien, okay? This guy is a freak of nature. He deserves the benefit of doubt to have that 2021 season to bounce back. And I think a lot of people were looking at this and saying, Julio's old, he's done, they need to move on from him. I wasn't willing to make that bet. I'm willing to put my money on Julio having a Julio type year in 2021. And if they want to explore trading him, I think his value would still be good next year because if Julio comes back, has a 1,400-yard, 8 touchdown season, you cannot tell me that teams will not be knocking on the door about his services next year. They're still going to want him.
And this is all pure. It's not, and honestly, it's not based on his talent. This was all purely cap restructuring. So like you said, 700 yards in that many amount of games. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This man is washed.
Yeah.
Dude is not washed.
He's not washed.
He just he's hurt. And that's something we've come to growing accustomed to. But
Yep.
I was like, to say washed, that's an ill-advised statement to say. So
Yeah. I want him to retire as a Falcon because I'm selfish. But I also do want to see him get a ring. And that's if he even wants that himself. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do want him to retire.
I think you do want a ring. I think every player wants a ring. It's just that, just how to get it, So, he's not, he can't do it by himself. Matt can't do it by himself. This is a real team collected sport. You have to come together. So, yeah, man, I was like, if he gets a ring with us, I'd be happy. If we get one, or if he gets it with another team, I'll still be happy. But, I really, like I said, it's just going to be purely a cap move to move him. It's not nothing with his production. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, I understand. I mean, I think most.
Yeah, everybody's so attached to the player and not the team. And I used to be
Of
like that.
course. Of course.
So,
I
and
mean,
I
it's
still have, yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it, but like I said, I think after the Super Bowl or the year after when we lost to the Rams, that's when I was just like, well, maybe I need to start putting my perspective, like just start saying, okay, well, you know, I need to stop. I need to think about the team more than the
I,
player. So
I talked about this on on our Falcoholic show a little bit on day 3, but and a lot of people don't understand as well the type of move that this could be from a PR standpoint. You're talking about a face of Atlanta sports. This is not just Julio Jones. You're talking about arguably the best player in franchise history. And you're talking about if you had a Mount Rushmore of Atlanta figures, he's probably up there. He's probably up there with Wilkins. He's probably up there with Dion.
oh yeah,
So from a PR standpoint, and I wondered a little bit, I wonder if the PR department, I wonder if Blank himself were saying like, hey, I get financially, I get why you would want to go this route, but understand what this can do from a public relations standpoint here in the city of Atlanta. This is not, so basically what I was laying out was, I'm pretty sure the PR standpoint or Blank was saying, hey, if you're going to make a move like this, make it worth your while.
mm-hmm.
Don't trade Julio for a 4th round pick, 5th round pick or whatever, just because you want to get him off the books and you want to get extra cash, because yes, that's going to help financially, but again, from an off the field standpoint, that's not going to be a good look, because I'm pretty sure that's a move like that. If you trade Julio right now for a 5th round pick to get $15 million, I guarantee you that's going to take their ticket sales are going to take a hit. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, it's going to take a hit. I promise you, just from the media standpoint, it's going to take a hit. It's going to be bad coverage from the media, and Arthur Blank doesn't like that. So
Right.
even if they go this route in the future, I think Fontenot needs to understand financially it may make sense, but make it worth your while. Don't trade Julio for a bag of people. Don't do what Houston did and trade away DeAndre Hopkins for a bag of Skittles just because you want to free his contract, because that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
I think Terry's way more smarter than Bill O'Brien anyway.
I hope so.
We hope.
I hope so. I hope so. Because again, this ain't just a trade,
But yeah,
buddy.
you're right.
You're trading arguably the greatest player in franchise history. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Last thing I want to talk about, Keisha. I can't wait for you to get out of this city. I can't fucking stand you. Okay, Miss Bottoms, ruining this fucking city. Okay, if you don't know, the Gulch is going bye-bye. The Gulch is leaving. That is where I tailgate. That is where many people tailgate. And they're spending $5 billion to mess up the beautiful view from the Gulch, the tailgating spot, and parking for a $5 billion gentrification project to put in some more Del Tacos and some fucking gentrified wings and some fucking Valley Girl white bars.
Whoa.
Gulch.
The wings?
Yeah, gentrified wings. They're gonna put in gentrified wings. It's not gonna be black wings in this place.
How do you know that for sure?
They're spending $5 billion to whiten up the place. They ain't gonna put Mama Sue up in there.
So white wings are not good enough. They just
no. They're
not.
No.
I mean, I'm just trying to gauge to see. I'm trying to read the room a little bit.
They're not.
What they should do is, since they're basically demolishing the West End Mall, they should take that American Deli out and put it down in the Gulch.
That would be a great
renovation.
Is this because of your infatuation with American Deli?
First of
The
all,
West End,
Yeah.
no, the West End American Deli
is the
was-
best.
It's that location
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
It's
the
that location.
best
Okay.
American deli. And not only just for the wings, it's for the fact that people are scared to go in there. So the line is always short. You know what I'm saying? Because people are scared of the West End. You scary motherfuckers. Ain't nobody gonna get you.
But you don't know
me.
that. You don't know. I see both sides.
Every time I go in there,
I'm
don't
not
nobody
just
be
gonna say
getting got.
nobody's gonna get you.
Okay, they might get you, but you can't go in there smelling like fear. You know
You
what
gotta
I'm
be in
saying?
and out, man. In and out.
Yeah, you gotta be in. You gotta be hard. You gotta look hard. You know, like when you in there, you can't be scared going in there.
I don't get that sense from you, Lethal. If that's the case, I don't get that sense.
I'm hard. Ain't nobody mess with me. There's one guy, but he was like just trying to pick up all the women. I was like, sir, I just want my wings. Leave me alone. I don't want your mixtape. Left me alone.
Hey man, you gotta eat. Man, gotta eat.
Camp Creek. Look, Ronnie, shut up. Camp Creek. No, ain't nobody going to no fucking Camp Creek, American
Right.
Deli.
Right.
Please. Anyways, Keisha, these roads need to be fixed. This flooding, we need more drains. Today, Krog
need to clean
Street
them.
Tunnel turned into a fucking river. There were alligators up in that bitch. And we need drains. And you want to do a $5 billion project ruining the goddamn gulch. Bitch, fuck you. There weren't alligators, Eric. I saw your face when I said alligators. I'm just over exaggerating.
Look,
Here.
it is Atlanta. Let's just be real.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be.
Nah, they just got to clean those drains, man. But yeah.
Yeah, cauliflower, buffalo wings.
Cauliflower buffalo.
That's what's
when
gonna
you
be
tell
at
the
the
place.
gulch.
That's what you
what's
tell
gonna
the
be.
place. You
That's what's gonna be. Shout out to King Quest.
Cauliflower buffalo wings.
that's
gonna be
when
like,
you throw
come
chairs
smell
and break windows, man. Like,
Okay.
yeah, we won't play like that.
Those are white wings. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
white wings, dog. It's gonna be vegan and fucking what is that? Fox Bros barbecue. Ew. It's gonna be that type of shit over there, and like I don't know what else is gonna be in there, but it's gonna be some goddamn bullshit. And Keisha gets on my fucking nerves approving this shit. Parking's it's already a bitch. It's gonna be even a worse of a bitch for the games.
Yep.
Even the Hawks games, don't nobody go to those because y'all don't got no rings, so whatever. But still,
chill out.
I got ring. We got 5 rings. Spurs got. Is it 5 or 6? I don't know, but we got way more than y'all, so that's all that matters. Shout out to true champions.
Let's see how far they take it this year. Let's see how far they get in the playoffs.
They ain't gonna go nowhere. And then when Pops retires, they really ain't gonna go nowhere. And we're gonna be failures for like the next 20 to 30 years. But we got the rings other than some people in this chat. Well, let's wrap this up before they come attack me. I can feel it brewing. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to today's show. Do we have any shout outs? Eric?
I want to give a shout out to Terry Fontenot, man. Hell of a first draft, dude.
Yeah.
You put that together. Your first draft. There was a couple things here and there I would have done a little differently, but overall, he made the Falcons a much more athletic team because of this draft. So shout out to him.
Okay. Terry looks like an evil villain sometimes to me, but
Hey, sometimes you need that in your GM.
Sometimes. We still don't know if he's the ops yet.
Sometimes you need that. At least he ain't out here. At least he wasn't out here campaigning like Dimitrov. Bruh, Dimitrov, you trying to get a job, bro.
He didn't want a job.
Ain't nobody slow.
He tried to stay at home, man.
You out here looking like a politician, bro. You showing up everywhere.
Don't know if they will hire his ass.
That's all I see is your campaign commercials, bro.
He on interview after interview after interview.
Yeah. Let's get Tony Dimitrov from his draft takes. Why? For what?
Man.
Let's ask Thomas Dimitrov what he thought about the Falcons draft class. Okay, for what reason? Because he ruined a bunch of other ones. If we just being honest with you, but all right, whatever. He's trying to get a GM job.
That'd be a whole nother show. That's right. He ain't never talked this much. You right about that.
I don't know if y'all watched, but he had an interview the other day. He questioned the Jalen Mayfield pick.
Of course.
And I'm thinking to myself, like,
I got this. I got this one.
They wouldn't have had to make that pick if you wouldn't have signed Jamon Brown and Carpenter.
James Carpenter, exactly.
Also, you signed someone who has a heart problem.
Oh, damn. That's kind of cold, Lethal. Why do you do that?
I've been saying this since we signed him. He has why? Listen, I have nothing against people with disabilities and health issues. However, why did we sign someone with a heart problem who had an issue mid-season?
Well, I'm gonna shout out my peoples then, man. I don't want to dwell in that, you know.
But y'all know I'm right. Y'all just don't say it out loud.
Oh man. Yeah.
What's your shout outs, Reggie?
Oh man, I'm gonna shout out y'all. I'm gonna shout out my family, man. You know,
my 1400s. Wait, all y'all got my 1400s. Where's my money? While y'all are here.
What are you talking about?
You need to take that up with the IRS, man.
Right. Yeah, that ain't my problem, man.
Where's my cuts?
We got it. We got ours.
Right.
Yeah.
We got it.
Where's my cut?
It was
Ain't nothing
$1,400.
ain't nothing but proud dads here. We got ours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rightfully.
Where's
They're
my
not a paycheck.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't make me bring Wick out. Where did I put Wick?
Nah, Lethal. Look, Lethal, you ain't getting no cut, man.
Where's Wick?
Right. You ain't got one. You ain't got no extra mouth fee. So.
Where? Don't make me get Wick out. No. I'll get Wick out if I don't know the YouTube rules, so I'm gonna keep Wick away.
You do that, we're gonna tell the IRS you try to claim all of our kids.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Ain't none
of them. Our kids. That's IRS. They heard that. They said our kids.
You tried.
1, 2, 3, 4. Our.
Ain't none yours. Ain't none of them yours.
Our.
Ain't none of them look like. They all dark skin. Ain't none of them look like.
Hello. Are y'all blind? Like I added extra lighting. Like.
Right. Why we got to go through this again?
Like there's extra lighting in here. I don't understand how y'all are blind.
Either you white.
Bitch. Always white.
Jesus.
I am a dark-skinned individual. Yo, kid hungry. You ain't give me no 1200 either. I mean 1400. Sorry, Reggie. Did you complete your shout outs?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Josh, what are your shout outs?
Shout out to Eric and Reggie for coming on today. Everyone who's tuning in, whether they're in the chats or just listening, however they are. And my little boy and Nina, everybody.
Tell Nina I said what's up.
Hey man, I done told you. Till they grin off your face. Because we done had a conversation.
Okay. Shout out to all y'all. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and stuff. Cause we got more shit coming. Appreciate Eric coming on. I just hit myself in the face with this remote. I need to go to bed. Shout out to Reggie for coming back. As long as he's not mad at the team, he'll be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get other people on. Look, I know y'all be in the comments yelling at me. Listen, just wait. I promise you'll be back on here. I can't have like 50 people on here at one time. Okay, so that's it. Damn, Braylon, you came in late. Hey, watch playback. Appreciate you coming in. On that note, we out this bitch because we got work in the morning and another storm is probably coming. So.
Definitely.
Goodbye.
Y'all stay safe out there.
Yup.
For sure. There's a fucking